Less than 3 years ago at Christmas, an older family member of mine told me that they didn't want to be using social media because they didn't want their likeness used in AI deepfake videos. I laughed it off and we ended up having a pretty protracted debate around how far away that tech was. I assured them that it was a long time away, let's say more than a decade. Well, last week, OpenAI just released Sora 2, which does just that. We live in strange times. Now, I've been playing around with Sora 2 since it was launched for the last couple of days, and I have a couple of thoughts. But if you haven't gotten a chance to play around with it yet, here is a high-level overview. Sora 2 is OpenAI's second video model, and it's a massive step forward for a couple of reasons, but for two big ones. One, it's able to sync audio with video, and two, it's able to make very hyper-realistic people that look like you or me. Specifically, you can train it to create a video of yourself that never happened, or for that matter, a video of someone else. The model today is only available to the general public through this app that they launched. It's the Sora app. And after creating an account, you're immediately taken to this feed that looks like a TikTok page. It looks like the TikTok home feed, where you can scroll through video after video after video, but it's all AI generated. You're also prompted to create a cameo, which is effectively you're training it to create a deepfake of yourself. And so it scans your face, you turn your face left, right, kind of like Face ID, for lack of a better analogy. You say a couple of things, and then it has your voice and your face pretty well. And what they're trying to do here is build like a social network. There's also this idea of being able to tag your friends. So example, my friend Dave, let's say he creates an account. I can create a video if he's configured his settings to be like, hey, my friends are allowed to create videos in the likeness of me. I could say, let's do a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure style of us singing to Queen in a car. And it would create this hyper-realistic video of the two of us. But once you create an account, once you create your cameo, create your likeness, there's something you'll notice immediately. And that's that the video output doesn't look anywhere near as good as the videos you're seeing on your feed or you're seeing in promotional content. That was really confusing to me at first, but after a bunch of trial and error, I finally figured out how to make videos that are hyper-realistic and I think pretty much as good as you can get right now out of Sora. So I figured out a prompt structure that works really well for creating these hyper-realistic videos. I made a free GPT that you can go check out. But I want to walk through that structure and talk about that in this video. For me, it took my videos from looking like this to looking like this. Now I'll show you the full videos and the prompts that I used to make those specific videos a little bit later in this video, but first I want to go through the structure of the prompt. So the prompt is broken into 8 different sections: visual style, scene and environment, subject and action, camera grammar, lighting and color, physics and materials, dialogue and language, and exclusions. And with that structure, here are a couple of videos that I created and their associated prompts.
Hold! A rectangle of impossible power!
Sir, please stop trying to duel the Genius Bar.
Genius bar? You mean Philosopher's Forum?
Mission Control, I've located the last ripe avocado.
Self-checkout is open.
Zero-G checkout's gonna take a while.
I want to thank Sora for creating this situation that never existed.
Why is this tree square? Oh my god. I'm in a world with no physics. I spent 30 years learning math, and it's all lies.
Good morrow! 1 oat flat white.
Hot or iced?
Hot? Nay, make it lukewarm, as the queen decrees. Truly, this is the most magical town.
Here are also a couple of gotchas that I ran into when using this strategy and figuring out how to prompt Sora. First, you need to explicitly tag yourself in that prompt input window. You need to be like at Max Gillespie or whatever your name is. Otherwise, it's just gonna create a random, in my case, like a random dude. You should steer away, obviously, from brand names. That's nothing new with these AI models, but it's the case here as well. Videos range from 4 seconds to 12 seconds, but it seems that 12 seconds is the hard cap, and that's backed up by OpenAI's documentation. So keep that in mind when you're generating videos. Like, you can't dump a ton of dialogue in. There's a text input limit anyway, so frankly, it would be hard to. But you should be careful and, don't. Otherwise, basically, if you give it too many lines of dialogue, it's just gonna start riffing and not say anything that you asked it to say. And lastly, if you end up using my demo GPT or even just that system prompt from it, It sometimes generates prompts that are a little bit too long. This is kind of self-explanatory, but I just try to trim out the fluff. I'm still messing around with it. It's a lot better than it used to be, but sometimes it makes stuff a little bit too long. So yeah, just play around with it. Overall, I'm pretty excited about Sora. This is a really cool step forward for the tech. It is a little bit strange seeing these videos, particularly when like it one-shots like a really impressive video that really looks like me. It's a little bit freaky, to be honest with you. But it is really cool. It does make you wonder where all of this is going. Like, what does the future of video production look like? What does the future of anything on YouTube, for example, look like? Hard to say right now. If you found this video useful, drop me a subscribe, and yeah, drop a comment if you end up messing with my system prompt to make your own GPT or whatever. If there's anything that could be improved, I would love to hear it, and I'm sure anyone else watching this video would as well. See you in the next one.